Welcome all of you. Today's class I am going to discuss certain additional questions from the if-else statement itself. See, the question is this one. See the first question. Find the output of the following. This question I just already put it in one of the test paper question. You know the answer. I am not discussing that one. You know what is this A into 2? A equal to win. Win is a string. String into 2. That win into 2. So that means win, win. You will get the answer win, win inside the variable B. And this is print B plus C. B is win, win and C is today. So B, win, win and today is concatenated and you will get the answer win, win today. That is the first question. See the second question. Second question is this one. We have to find the output of this following code. A is 12, B is 7, 7.4 and C is 1. These are the given value. And first this is A minus equal to B. We already studied about this operator. This type of operator is known as augmented operator. So A equal, this is same as A equal to A minus B. I can write A equal to A minus B. This is same as. So yes. Now here I am going to calculate this value. This value calculation means A is 12. 12 minus 7.4. 12 minus 7.4 means you will get the answer 4.6. So when you calculate this type of question, when you do this type of question, just write the variable in this way. How A is there, B is there and C is there. Now the first value of A is 12 and the second value of A is 7.4 and the third value of C is 1. So these are the given values in the question. And now we are calculating A equal to A minus B. That means A is 12 and B is 7.4. A equal to A minus B means you will get as A as 4.6. Here A will be 4.6 now. Now the next sentence print. Print A comma B. So now it will be printed there. The output will be, you can write the output in separate place. So I am going to write A. Now A is the new value of A will be taken as there because the execution of that line is over. Now the new value of, latest value of A will be taken there. So the latest value of A will be 4.6 and B will be 7.4 itself. This will be the first output. And we can do the second calculation. This is A into equal to 2 plus C. Here augmentation is there and addition is also, or arithmetic operation is there. Augmentation is coming over there, addition operation will coming over there. So I told you augmentation has the least precedence. Augmented operator has the least precedence than the other operator. So 2 plus C will be done first. 2 plus V will be done first. So C means C will be 1 now. 2 plus V will be, you will get the answer 3. So the right side of the equation equal to sign will give you the answer 3 and on the left side, so again now you have to expand the augmented part. So that is A equal to A into this 3. Now 2 plus C you got the 3 value. So A equal to A into 3. Now A will be 4.6. So you can calculate this as 4.6 into 3. So that calculation will coming over there 4.6 into 3. 4.6 into 3 will give you the answer 13.8. That 13.8 is given to the variable A. So I can write just below the A, I can write 13.8. So that is 13.8 is the answer there for the variable A. And see the next line. Next line is again augmented operator and the multiplication operator. Augmented has the least precedence. So I will calculate the multiplication first. A into C. The latest value of A is in this line. This execution of this line is over. So I can take the new value of A. New value of A is 13.8. C become 1 itself. So 13.8 into 1 will give me the answer 13.8. That is the 13.8 and plus. Now I am going to do the augmentation part. See that augmentation part is B plus B equal to B plus. Now B become, what is the value of B? There is no change in the value. B become 7.4 itself. So I can write it is 7.4 plus 13.8. 7.4 plus 13.8. That will give me the answer 20.8. 21.2. That will be give me the answer 21.2. That 21.2 given to the variable b. So I can write this value as 21.2. 21.2 is the answer coming over here. And the next sentence in the question is print a comma b. So you have to write the latest value of a and b. So the latest value of a and b is one is 13. A is 13.8 and b is 21.2. 21.2. So these are the output. You write it in one side and calculation on the other side. You do the calculation on the left side of your answer sheet. Do the calculation on the right side of your answer sheet and do the write the final output on the left side. That is the way you have to write in an answer sheet. Calculation on right side, that must be shown there in the answer sheet itself. So calculation on the right side and final answer will be on the left side. So these are the final answer. So this is the way you can do, or you can find the output of this particular code. Okay. Given three Boolean variable a, b and c as a equal to true, b equal to false and c equal to false. So we studied different types of data types in Python. There is a data type Boolean is there. Boolean has the value true or false. A is true, B is false and C is false. Three different variables. True, false and false. These are the values of these three variables. Evaluate the following Boolean expression. The first one, not A and B. I told you logical operator has high precedence. Relational operator has high precedence than the logical operator. In this question, there is no relational operator. Only logical operators are there. Two operators are there, not and and. So not has high precedence. Then only and has the precedence. After that, or has the precedence. Not has high precedence, then and, then or. This is the order of the precedence. Not and or. See that here not A. Not A. What is the value of A? A is true. Not A will give you the answer false. False and B. What is the value of B? B is false. So the first answer will be, I will write it over here. The first question answer will be false. It will be false. One more time I'll explain. See that A is true. Not A will give you, not has a high precedence, so not will be done first. Not A will give you the answer false. False and false. False and false will be false itself. Next question. See here two different brackets are there. So we studied that bracket has the high precedence. So inner bracket will be done first. Inner bracket is this one. After that only this outer bracket is coming. So inner bracket is one. Not B. What is the value of B? B is false. Not B. Not B means it is true. C. Or not A. A is false. Not A will give you, A is true. Not A will give you false. So the answer will be true or false. True or false will give you the answer true. So inner bracket will give you the answer true. And now we are performing the outer bracket operation. So inner bracket answer will be true. That true and false. C will be false. True and false will give you the answer false itself. And will give you a true output only when both the operands are true. Here true and false will give you the answer false. So the bracket will give you the answer false. Outside the bracket, not is there. Not false will give you the answer true. That's the final answer. One more time I'll explain. Inner bracket will be done first. B is false. Not B will give you the answer true. True or, again not has the high precedence. Not A is true. Not A will give you the answer false. Now you are getting true or false. True or false will give you the answer true, because the or operator, any one of the operand is true, the output will be true. So the inner bracket will give you the answer true. True and C. C means it is false. True and false will give you the answer false. So the bracket will produce the output false. And outside the bracket, you have the note is there. Not false. Not false means it will be true. Now, do the next question. See, this is the next question. Again, bracket has the high precedence. A is true. True and false. True and false will give you the answer false, right? False or not C. False or not C. C will be false now. Not C will give you true, false or true. Individual step by step you can do the calculation there. See, one question I'll do the step by step. Here, A is, you know that true. True and false. True and false will give me the answer false here. This is false. Or not C. No, C is false. Not C will give me the answer true. Now, next step, I can write it as false or true. This is OR operator. OR operator will give me the answer. So, if any one of the operand is true, the OR operator will produce true output. So, the answer will be true. So, that is all about that question. And see the next question. Write a program to input two numbers. This is a program question. Write a program to input two numbers and check the square root of the first number is divisible by the second number. Square root of the first number is divisible by the second number. You know how to find out the square root? Square root of the first number you have to calculate, and which is divisible by the second number. That number is divisible by the second number. I'll try out that program. We need two numbers. I am going to input the first number. Input first number. First number. Now I am going to input the second number. Second number is in the variable B. It is changed into second number. It is second number. Now we have to find out the square root of the first number is divisible by. Is it that question? What is that question? Square root of the first number divisible by second number. So that means we have to find out the square root. So I am going to find out the square root of A. How can you find out the square root of A? A star star 0.5. A star star 0.5. Square root of the first number is divisible by B. Divisible by means percentage B. Divisible means you have to check whether the remainder, any number is divisible by another number. If the remainder is 0, then that is divisible. If the remainder is 0, then that is divisible. You have to check this remainder is 0. You are checking a condition. How can you check a condition in Python? By using which statement you will check the condition? We already studied in the last class. To check a condition, we will use the if statement. So I am going to write if A double star 0.5 percentage B equal to 0. That means first A raised to 1 by 2 will be calculated. That will calculate root of A. Root of A, and you will get answer. That answer percentage B. It will calculate that answer percentage B. And if it is equal to 0, then it is divisible. And it is divisible. You can say print it is divisible. It is. Otherwise, you can say it is not divisible. Otherwise means else statement. I told you else statement should have to come just below the if statement. So else print not divisible. Run this program. First number is 23. Second number is 10. Not divisible. So that is all about that question. Simple question. This will be evaluated first. Exponent has the high precedence. After that, percentage will be calculated and check its remainder is 0.